About tired of Facebook, man. I'm about tired of Facebook, for real. Y'all keep erasing my content, man. Facebook, man, or Meta, which we about to be in the metaverse, right? Okay. They keep erasing my content, man. Like I'm putting stuff on there, and then I'm looking, like I'm pressing the button, view as, so I can look at my page as if I'm not the administrator. And then I find out that things I just put up there, they're not showing. I'm kind of proud because I know I'm speaking the truth, because they are doing everything they can not to get this information out there to the 1,400 plus Facebook friends and family that I have on my page. Trust me, most people's not listening anyway. Nobody's really paying attention. But then again, I don't even know if they're seeing my content to even pay attention. You understand? So it's just funny, man. It's just absolutely not a surprise. I already knew this was coming. That's why you had to get the information, about a decade ago. You had to really already be into the knowledge, because if you're just getting into it now, you're lost. You're totally lost. But I'm just tired of Facebook, man. I'm about to start a podcast or something. I mean, that's what everybody's doing now, right? Anyway, because of these platforms and so much regulation and so much, misinformation and really taking away your little First Amendment right to post what you want and, to actually research, come up with evidence based on your theory and promote that evidence to your friends and family. They don't even want you to do that anymore. They're not allowing you to do that anymore. So that's a problem. That's a big problem. And it seems like, that's just a serious problem. So, to be completely honest with everybody, I mean, the information, you know what my problem is? I'm going to be honest with you. You know what my problem is? My problem is not the information. It's that people stay stuck on the information. You have all these people following people who's just running their mouth. They're not moving on the information that they're providing. They're providing this information. They're getting funded for the information that they're providing. But yet, these so-called Moorish, Hebrew, Islamic, Aboriginal, Native American, Black Power individuals are getting all this funding for running their mouth. They not making no moves. They not buying no land. They not buying up neighborhoods with the millions of dollars that they're receiving in donations from the people that they're supposed to be, invested in. They're not doing that. I can name, I don't know how many organizations that's done robbed its own people within a black community. And yet we keep gravitating towards these folks. This has been going on since the 50s, 40s. It's been going on forever. These people are agents of the government, point blank. If you don't, what good is the information if you don't move? The information is supposed to cause some type of action, reaction. You receive the information, you act according to the information that you now know. You don't stay stuck in ignorance like you don't know. And the only time you know something is when somebody's trying to challenge your intellect. And then you want to say, oh, you unlearned, you this, you that, block. So that's what we doing now. That's what everybody doing. Oh, I'm just blocking. I kept saying when this was going on years ago, when people, I'll block you. I don't want, this is my platform. This is not your platform. This is their platform. You can't even say what you want to say. You didn't create this platform. So how was it your platform? This platform could have been used for a greater agenda of our progression and success. What y'all do with it? I don't want to hear that. Block. Putting up pictures of what you eat, who you're with, old Christmas photos. Come on, man. That's like, they didn't put guns in the black community for black people to shoot black people. You know, there was somebody smart in the State House in Washington that said, let's arm these people because of the prejudiceness and the police brutality. So let's arm the citizens in these communities so they can have arms and protect themselves. What y'all niggas do? Go outside and start shooting each other. Come on, man. So they gave you drugs because they took all the factories and the jobs away, or they gave it to all the immigrants that was coming into the country. So they gave you drugs to sell. So what you do? You sell them to each other. White people don't have drugs in their subsidized neighborhoods and communities, their suburbs. I mean, they do have drugs, but a lot of them don't want to get caught like that. You know, they don't want people in the community to know that they're a heroin addict or a crack addict or a coke addict or, you know, whatever it is. So some of them will drive, a lot of them will drive down the highway to the so-called black neighborhood, right? And they will buy large quantities of drugs. You didn't have to sell them to each other. You could have just waited till the white people came down there and they would have brought it. No. So all these drug dealers, I sell coke, I'm a dope dealer, I'm a dope boy, I'm the snowman. You wasn't selling to white people. All these rappers talking about they were big time drug dealers, but white people's who got them rich right now. It's not us that's buying their tapes that's making them rich. White folks are at those concerts. Millions, thousands, hundreds of thousands of white people are at their concerts, are streaming their music. They're getting paid from white people to damage the intellectual culture of their own people and the generations ahead of them. The same thing they used to call hip-hop crack music. Remember that? Some of y'all might be old enough to remember that. They used to call hip-hop crack music. Remember that? Remember they used to call hip-hop crack music? Why? Because hip-hop, whatever that is, because I don't really know what hip-hop is. I know the first song was the hippity to the hop to the hip to the hop and the don't stop bang to the bang to the boogie to bump jump the boogie to the bang to the boogity beat. Okay, I understand that. So they took that one phrase and just summed everything all up. No, it was rap, rhyme, and poetry. Hip hop is some corporate label that created the hip hop culture, which is damaging to the so-called people who are supposed to be from. They say hip-hop is black music. Hip-hop is not black music. That's a damn lie. It's crack music. And I remember, what's his name? Fat Joe, Joey Crack, right? He was pumping that. This is crack music. It's crack. Yeah, because it's going to do the same thing crack did, but worse. Hip-hop has destroyed more families and more people than crack ever did. But nobody wants to talk about that. You know, there's so many things that they're doing to us. Like, right in our face. Like they not even hiding it no more. They never really was. And you know, knowing what I know and observing what I see and really inhaling what's going on here and exhaling the understanding of damn, things are really, really bad. I don't know, man. I don't know. I keep saying it's over because it is. It's absolutely over. That's real. I don't see it. I don't see. I don't see humanity getting out of this one. I don't see us getting out of this one. When I say humanity, I mean us, Black Americans, because we probably the only we are the original humans. Understand what that blood type mean, with that O positive, that O negative mean. Understand what that mean. That's why you original. That's why you aboriginal. Because of your O blood type, because you come from an O blood type. O is zero, meaning beginning. From the beginning. Everybody else, A, B, whatever, is a derivative of O. So if you O blood type, and most aboriginal Native Americans are O blood type. Most of them. So, come on, man. Like, they're telling you who you are in your face, and you ignoring it because you don't believe that it will profit you when it comes to their society and how they got things set up. And really, what the so-called black people, I call y'all black people because y'all have no light, y'all have no intelligence. Y'all don't know. You're no longer black once you get the knowledge of self. That's the real talk. Let me say that again, man. You're no longer black when you have knowledge of self. Black means absent of light. That's one of the meanings of black. To be absent of light, absent of intelligence, absent of creativity. That is not who we are. Like I was saying with the O blood type. Majority of black Americans are O blood type. Or some type of beginning blood type. O or AB. Mainly O. O blood type is the main blood type of the so-called Aboriginal people. The original people, that's what O means. O is zero, as meaning beginning. So if you are O blood type, that means that your blood goes back to the beginning of mankind, to the first humans. Hue means color. And you have man, which means man or woman. Because you have man, then you have woo man. Still a man. It's just this man of species is able to produce the life. One, ejaculate life out. The other one harbors that life and then produces into reality. That's all that's about. Men and women both have breasts. Women still, there's I'm not trying to get too graphic, but there really isn't a gender. Looking at it in the right point of view. But the point is, we are the original people. And if you got that old blood type, you will come from the original humans of this planet. The aboriginals. You're not genetically modified like Puerto Ricans or Mexicans or Venezuelans or Colombians and people like that. They are genetically modified Dominicans, stuff like that. They're a genetically modified people. They're a people mixed from one people and another people to produce a whole another people who never existed on this planet. And there's a lot of people, there's millions of people like that today that's living on this planet that's not originally from here, nor was they ever supposed to be biologically created. And this is why everything is so artificial now, because it started way back with the DNA mixing of one human species with another human species to create a whole different human species. Puerto Rican, a lot of Hispanics are genetically modified humans or beings or whatever. I don't really know what they are. Mexicans and stuff like that, they're Japanese mixed with maybe a little indigenous, some of them, not all of them, some of them, and then they have some Spaniard in them. So they're just a whole genetically modified people, and, most of the South Americans are genetically modified people. The original people are the people who are has color. Not the genetically modified ones neither. I mean, the original people down there, the black folks, who they try to say they all brung over there from Africa. They brung to Brazil and whatever, South America from Africa. Please. They canceling flights every day, but they brung all them people over here. I don't. Where's the pictures? I see pictures of the Arab slave trade. I see pictures of the mass immigration of millions upon millions of Irish and Polish and German people in the late 1800s, early 1900s coming through Ellis Island. Oh, there's dozens of pictures of that. Where are the pictures of the slave ships? Why you have all these pictures of Japanese people coming over here and everybody else coming over here? We see on the news people walking to America. Haitians just get on a canoe and just paddle to America. Cubans swim to America. But you got all this documented. You can show all this, immigration into America, but you can't produce an official slave ship or an official picture of actual Africans on a slave boat coming to America. They don't have that. Everything is a drawing. They don't even have an actual picture or the actual brochure of a bill of sale of any so-called African or Black American. They don't even have a bill of sale, an official one. Everyone you see on Google, everyone you see is a depiction. It's they created it after the fact, meaning it's not official. They don't have no official nothing. They say they have the records of all the slaves. Where they at? Where are they? They came up with a whole museum of so-called slavery, and you go to the museum and they ain't telling you shit. Excuse my French. Come on. But there's so much evidence, too much evidence, about us, Black Americans, being aboriginals. Not Indians, aboriginals. It's too much information. But yet that is taboo. So it gets to the point for a person like me and others. Yeah, I see why people just get money. and and just use the ignorance of black folks to basically come up in their own life because it's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. I don't even understand it. Like, not just black people in America. I ain't even gonna stop there. I'm talking about black people in Jamaica. Jamaica is not governed by white people. Jamaica's independent. Trinidad is independent. Tobago is independent. Haiti is independent. Dominican Republic is independent. I think Panama's independent. St. Croix is independent, at least half the island. St. Vincent, I believe, is independent, might be. You have a lot of islands out there that's independent. Majority of the African countries in Africa are independent. India is independent. So you have Brazil is independent. And most of those countries down in South America are independent. Meaning they don't have white people ruling over them. Like America. Like we have an American government. Like we have Washington, D.C., which is, it's not a part of America. It's the District of Columbia. It's not a part of them. It's not a part of the 13 colonies. It's not a part of the Union. It's a separate entity governing the Union. So anyway, they don't have that in their country. These are their own people running things. Why can't I be tired of America and say, man, I'm about to go move to a black nation that's doing their thing. I'm gonna go to Haiti. They doing their thing out there. I'm gonna go to Jamaica. They doing their thing. I'm gonna go to Trinidad. They doing their thing. I mean, all of them come here holding up their damn flags like their country's the best, but they over here being slaves to the government of America. And as long as they feel like they're doing better than black folks, they ain't trying to do nothing. They ain't trying to go and fight for home. They're not warriors and fighters. The Aboriginals are, always have been. That's why they need this trigonometry to keep us ignorant. And it's working. It's really working. And it's just like, it's going to get to a point where people are going to have to be eliminated, man. They're not serving any good purpose on this planet. For real. Like, you dumb. You dumb. Why are you even here? And then you're going to produce dumb. And the next generation is going to be dumber. And, it's going to get to a point where, yeah. A lot of people need to expire. Because humanity itself, and I'm talking about humanity, is dumb as hell. We need some smart Negroes out here in the world. I don't know what's going on. Our women is finished. Our men are feminized and over emotional and lack any type of common sense, any rationality, they don't have the stamina to be warriors. They don't have the mentality to be warriors, you know? That's bad. There's no soldiers in the community. There's no warriors. You know, we out here killing each other. That's not being a warrior. Because you pull out a gun and shoot somebody that look like you. Okay, nobody cares about that. Obviously, we don't. We do it every day. Obviously, you know, the government don't, because they would, if this was going on with their people, which it is, but it's being hidden under wraps. But I'm just saying. Whatever, man. Whatever. It's just bad. It's disappointing, to say the least. Well, enjoy your TikTok, enjoy your Facebook, enjoy your day, enjoy your vaccines and your booster shots and your mandates and your school closings and your new virtual artificial intelligence, everything in artificial world. Enjoy it. This is the new normal. All sponsored by ignorance.